Ciao Bella, welcome to Bella Uncinetto. I'm Christina and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. No matter how long you've been here, I always appreciate your time. Today we are going to showcase all of the wonderful entries for the January edition of the Liberal Arts Mel 2026. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, brief synopsis. I started last month make along for those who love to read and those who love to craft. And I wanted to join my love of those two things and thought you guys could come along the ride. Come along for the ride. Yeah. So I put a video out and said, this is something I want to do. I hope that you all will join me. Your craft of choice does not matter. It's not a big deal. Whatever you choose. You do not have to read the book during the month. It can be a book that you've read previously. You do not have to read the same book that I'm reading. It just has to be in the genre that I select each month. And then you have to give me your make by the end of the month. So I have already put out February's video that came out on Monday, the 2nd of February. This video is going to go out on the 7th of February. So the day that this post will be the 7th of February. It's not the day that I'm making the video, but it is past the deadline for anyone to enter for January. So January's entries as far as the giveaway are closed. And just to recap, it was $10, 10 US dollars for Ravelry or Etsy. You can get patterns up to the value of 10 US dollars, or if you want a gift card, a gift certificate to an Etsy shop, I can try to work that out with the Etsy seller and see if I can get a gift card to their shop for 10 US dollars. So I am going to briefly go over what I did. Where's my phone? It's in my pocket. So January's, I almost said February. January's genre was historical fiction. And historical fiction is where some aspect of the book is historically true. That can be the person that the book is about, the setting, a certain event, right? But that is like period specific. But then some of the other things that happen are fiction. They're not real, right? So I did, and I'm just going to pull it up because I have a picture on my phone. The book that I did was, here we go, The Teacher of Warsaw. And this was set in World War II. And the person that it was based on was a real person. The name of the person that's used is not the actual person, and it is based on his diary to some degree, but there were liberties taken and expanded upon past what was done for the book. So reality, it was just like a few entries, but the book made it into like an actual diary. And then my project, sorry, I've already given it to my daughter because it was a cover for her diary, but I have pictures. So there is the diary cover that I made, and then this is it opened up before I put it on her diary. So that is my entry for January, but I want to share what other people have made, and I will tag them in the description box. I don't think, me before I open my mouth. Three of them have channels. So, but I will mention everyone in the description box, but I will put if they have a channel or if they don't. So, anyway. 2 people used the same book, so I'm going to talk about them first, and then I'll go into the other books. And I'm going to put up a picture of the book and a picture of their projects. Okay, now remember, this does not have to be fiber arts related. Your craft can be whatever you like. I am already thinking that my January craft will not be crochet, but I'm not that far into the book yet, so we'll see what inspires me and what I'm thinking as we go along. I am hoping that I'll be done with February's book by the middle of the month, but we'll see. Okay, so the first book was called Goodnight, Mr. Tom, and both Perp, I'm not going to say her real name, she goes by Knitting Purple, and Sam over at Memphis Makes, they did the same book. Okay, now Perp did choose to do uh, fiber arts. She did an amigurumi dog, which is absolutely adorable. And she was talking about her inspiration about when the little boy went to the countryside and there was a dog. So it was very apt, right? And then Sam chose to do a paint by numbers. She's actually the only one this month who did not do a fiber arts craft. Everyone else did fiber arts, but that's okay because it could be anything you like. She did a paint by numbers of plane that we did discover through the uh, discussion among other people that it was actually a plane that was used by the U.S. during World War II, because Goodnight Mr. Tom was set during World War II, and that does make it historical fiction. So her paint by numbers was, I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was a pretty decent sized painting. And I know it took her quite a while. And while she may not be impressed with her work, she did share it on her channel. I think that it looks wonderful, and I think that she should give it to her nephews. I think that they would love it, that Auntie Sam did a beautiful painting for their bedroom. And I think that they wouldn't matter. They wouldn't matter. They do matter. They wouldn't care. It would not matter to them, blending my words, that you could see the numbers. I don't really think that the little tiny people would care at all. So, then we have another World War II book. Part of this was set in World War II and part of it was not. It's called The Venice Sketchbook, and it is by Reese Bowen. I really enjoy Reese Bowen's books. I've read several of them. And Kay, one of my good yarny friends who joined in as well, she did a layette set and a blanket inspired by the time period. So the 1940s uh, was the inspiration for the baby set and then the blanket. So she managed to do all of that in the month of January. So bravo, Kay. That is lovely. And she did talk about how she enjoyed how it kind of hopped between the different times, and it was very interesting. And then we have Zara. Zara has a channel as well. It's called Think Crochet, and she had the book Memoirs of a Geisha. Now that is a very powerful book. I have read it. I've seen the movie. I like the book better, as I tend to do, but that's me. And she did a wall hanging, and it is of the cherry blossoms. And she said that was kind of her not kind of, she said that was her inspiration. She did talk about it in a video over on Lady Bird Love's channel, and she did obviously send me a picture. It is there, and it is absolutely stunning. I think the wall hanging is gorgeous, and the inspiration, as you can see, can come from a multitude of different places. It doesn't have to be a character. It doesn't have to be the setting. It could be whatever you like, right? And then we have Mary. Mary does not have a channel. Mary is a subscriber to my channel as well as many others, but she does frequently comment on my videos, and she did a really interesting snowball. And the book that she red was called the Snowball, and it was on King Henry the Fourth. Yes, King Henry the Fourth. And I love how she made the snowball, but then there's also the she crocheted around like a squish ball, and it comes out. And Mary, I just thought that was really, really cute. Uh, I'm so glad that you shared that with me. And then finally, we have another World War II historical fiction book from Sherry. Sherry does have a channel. It's called Sherry's Bag of Holding, and it will be linked in the description box. And she did, the book is called The Book of Lost Names. Sorry, I'm looking down. I have my notes in my um, book here, and she did a pillow on her Addie, and then she surface sewed the Star of David on there, and it is absolutely lovely. I hope the pillow is squishy and soft, and I am so grateful that all of you joined in, and I hope that in February you all that have joined in will join in again, and then anyone who's watching, if you haven't joined in, you are more than welcome. So there will be a prize every single month, okay? So every month, if you participate, I will have a prize for that month. So what I'm doing now is going to be the prize for January, okay? And then sometime early March, I will draw for the winner for February, because I give until the last day of the month. So I am not trying to scramble and go crazy about trying to get it out super, super fast, because I give them, everyone, until midnight Pacific time on the last day of the month. I'm already asleep. I am already asleep by that time. So I am not trying to, oh my God, did they send? Oh my God, did they send? No. You'll send it if you want to participate. If you don't, well, then you didn't want to participate, and that's okay. Um, or maybe you didn't get finished, and that's okay, right? But uh, so there will be a little bit of a delay in the drawings for the winners for each month. However, I will also, I've decided officially, because I did talk about this in my videos, but I am going to do something for for people who participated every single month. There will be another prize, an additional prize for that. So if you participate all year long, there will be the potential for another prize, but there are monthly prizes, because I do understand that people are busy and you pop in and out, in and out, in and out, and that's okay. And some genres, you may be like, I have never read anything like that, or I'm not interested in that genre, so I don't read it. It's fine, right? It's no problem. But I want there to be multiple ways and opportunities for people to participate. So, with all of that said and done, 13 minutes in, we are going to draw the winner for January. So, we had 6 entries. And then I'm just going to show you, these are my notes. All right, I just wrote down all of the, well, you don't need that, but that's my stuff for February, which you've already seen. So that's my notes for January. So you can see the names and the numbers, and then when I pick the random number, you'll know who won. Okay. Pick a random number between 1 and 6. That didn't work. Try again. Pick a random number between 1 and 6. It's not working. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe if I turn my internet on, maybe that'll work. We're gonna try again. Third time's a charm, maybe. It's connecting. It's connecting. Okay, let's try again. Pick a random number between 1 and 6. It's not working. I don't want to screen share. Okay, let's see. See if I can do it this way. Pick a random number between 1 and 6. That's not what I said at all. It brought me to a website. That's not what I said at all. Oh my goodness, what is happening? Pick a random number between 1 and 6. I don't want to do that. Pick a random number between 1 and 6.
I rolled the virtual dice for you, and the result is 4. Since we've got a number between 1 and 6, are we playing a board game? Or would you like to generate
4.
a random list of ideas based on that?
No, I want you to go away. 4. 4. Jeez Louise. 4 is Mary. Congratulations, Mary. You have, so today's the 7th of February. I don't know. I think it's Valentine's Day. Yeah, so you have, not today is not Valentine's Day. A week would be Valentine's Day. So yes, the 14th. You have until February 14th to message me what you would like. If I don't hear from you within the week, then I will not draw for another winner. I will just chalk it up and we'll move on to February for when I draw a winner for February. So, again, it is 10 US dollars. You can get patterns in Ravelry up to the value of 10 US dollars, or if there's a gift shop, or if there's a shop in Etsy that you would like a gift card to, let me know and I will reach out to the seller and try to get you a gift card for that Etsy shop. Up to the value of 10 US dollars. If they won't give me a $10 gift card, then I'll need a different shop or do something else. Okay? So, please congratulate the winner, but don't put the name in the description box. Just say congratulations to the winner. And hopefully you will go back and watch the genre video for February that I uploaded on Monday. And you can join in for February if you haven't seen the video already. So, I think that's it. Till I see you again, be well, be safe, and be the change you wish to see in the world, everyone. Ciao bella!